So for example, if the Fed needed an Oracle network to do something specific, the Fed could choose the nodes and the conditions under which the nodes operate for the Fed-specific Oracle network. And that would be the risk that they choose in configuring that Oracle network. The public Oracle networks are configured similarly to how public chains are configured, with many node operators. Many of the node operators of Chainlink Oracle networks are also the node operators of any public chain nodes. So our system uses multiple independent nodes, just like blockchains do, and it does work with public chains as well as private chains. Generally speaking, those nodes can be configured into groups for a specific network that meets the requirements of a private user or a public user.
We do have a very large community at Swift, 11,000 players, 6,000 of them active in the security space. We'd like to hear from the rest of the world as well, so please get engaged. Please share your own perspective on this ISO 1502.2002 coexistence. The second point I wanted to mention, and it's linked to the question that was raised around digital assets, tokenized assets, and DLT. It's a bit like in the standards world, right? Traditional and digital ecosystems are going to coexist. And in order for us to achieve the goal that Andrea was mentioning in terms of achieving efficiency, making things work, and services adopted, we will go through a coexistence in the digital space as well. And what we've been doing as part of the standard maintenance releases, I believe we started somewhere in 2019, 2020, is to update the MT and the MX messages to carry digital information. So that is also extremely important until we find what is the future way of communicating in a digital asset space, be it APIs, as you said, Jean-Paul, trying to stick to the ISO 20022 data model or anything else.
This exercise of creating a creator economy around tens of millions of users through like a mainstream digital platform is very unique, right? It's like, imagine like YouTube supporting, they will never do that because, of course, they need to be able to censor and people and have control over their speech. But, point is like, this is the first, there is such a unique opportunity to showcase to the world how this can be done, and they can actually be done and can be done successfully and at a large scale, and that Bitcoin and stablecoins can serve not only a part of the population that is very dear to Tether, that is the emerging markets population, but also in the primary economy like the United States, you can actually find use cases for Bitcoin and stablecoins that really are going to empower creators. They will bring them the security of the fact that they will not be debanked for what they say.
I want an industry that supports the entire industry in the crypto industry. And I think, for a very long time, and it's gotten so much better over the last 18 months, but for a long time, the industry was factionated where, if you were a Bitcoin guy, you were only a Bitcoin guy. If you're an ETH person, you were only an ETH person. If you believed in stablecoins, you only believed in stablecoins. If you wanted meme coins, you only believed in meme coins and everything else was junk. And I think for the first time, you've got real maturity in this industry where you have people who are, putting on a nice shirt, speaking articulately at conferences and supporting the entire ecosystem. You might have your own preferences, you might have your own visions, you might have your own beliefs in who's going to win the race. But there's no question that we're all in this race together. And the better everybody does, the better it is for ultimately the industry.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy. And it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up. Don't forget we have CME that opens tonight. We know it's going to move the market. And then once yield rates get to moving in the morning, we know it's going to move the market again. And we have Michael Saylor sends out a tweet. Looks like he's going to be buying into the Fed week. And guys, this is going to be a big week. And we're definitely going to be on a roller coaster ride. More pumping and dumping. We have futures contracts ending on Friday. We have the Fed in the House on Wednesday. And then we have Trump also in the House, I think, on Thursday. So it's definitely going to be a full week. And we know all those events are going to affect the market. And then on top of it, we have Halloween on Friday. So we know we're going to have a big event on Friday. But they're going to start the week off with events. Why? Because we know they like to take the attention off the Fed. And then when Jerome is in the house, they like the markets to look decent. And we're going to go over that later. But then also we have the government still closed. So we have plenty of events to keep the attention off the Fed. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which were up on Friday. We have the dollar broke even on Friday. And we have volume in crypto. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. A repo at $2.4 billion on Friday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And then we also have the Treasury working in the background. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to the shortest legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have Jerome in the house on Wednesday. And everyone is calling for at least a 25 basis point cut. Even though the government is closed, we still have high inflation. The jobs market is weak. But of course, guys, we know we have holiday hiring. And then on top of it, tariffs haven't hit us just yet. So if the government is still closed, I will be surprised if he makes a move to cut with those 25 basis points. But then also we have to pay attention to Japan. If Japan doesn't make a move this year, they're going to be making a few moves next year. And anytime they make a move on these rate hikes, it sends a rumble through the economy. And the reason why is because, of course, they own a lot of the United States debt. And we also have trillions and trillions of dollars that we have to refinance by year end. So we definitely have to keep a close eye on the Treasury and the Fed. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have countries across Africa approve new crypto laws as adoption grows. And the fourth industrial revolution we know is going to rise in the emerging markets. They did not have the infrastructure, but you're talking about trillions of people. Now they have the infrastructure of this new digital economy, and they're 10, 20 years ahead of the rest of the world. So now we're going to see them rise out of poverty and give up a lot of their rights because they're coming from nothing. The new digital economy has to slowly make its way inside the West, because even if you're not conscious and you're over the age of 30, you notice changes. And the rise of the machines are not there for your benefit. But all this new technology is for Gen Z, because this is the only thing they're going to know. Remember, the new technology is for the younger generation. And when it comes to Gen Z and the younger millennials, they're already tapping their phone and keeping it moving. And this digital economy is almost ready and seamless, so therefore they'll be using it without even understanding the agenda. And Scott Besson told us in 2026 of the second quarter, they're going to flip the switch on this new digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs were up on Friday at close. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Kyrgyzstan launches stablecoin on BNB chain and plans a CBDC and crypto reserve. And guys, remember, this new digital economy is global. So if you see everybody, every country, I don't care what country you go to, I don't care what island you go to, they all have an agenda for this fourth industrial revolution. And that means the banks are behind it. Remember, the money is what pushes the agenda. And the new world order rises in the east. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, we have Coinbase's X402 transactions explode to over 10,000 in a month. And these are AI agents working on its own, making payments to one another. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And like I've stated on several occasions, this technology is already ready. All they need is that crisis to bring in all this technology, whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.